Hello and welcome. This is the third fucking time I'm trying to start this reading. So there's definitely some weird energy going on, and I also feel extremely irritated for whatever reason. So there's like something going on. But what I wanted to say was that today I only have time to do like one generic reading or one like general reading, and it's gonna be kind of quick, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to spend more than like half an hour or like an hour or close to an hour at most. So it's not gonna be a long one, and I don't know who this is gonna resonate with, but the energies are like really weird already. As soon as I started to like get ready for the reading, like all sorts of obstacles popped up, and I felt myself become more and more irritated. And like I said, this is the third time I'm starting the video. So anyway, let's get started. Okay, please tell me about people viewing this video, because this is like completely general. I'm not gonna do any pals, so like whatever's going on with you, like I have no idea what's gonna come through. Okay, so okay. Oh yeah, and the camera is like really wobbly. I'm sorry about that too. So the first card out is the Devil. Some sort of an addiction maybe. And then we have Temperance. So maybe you're struggling to get rid of some sort of an addiction here, because temperance would be you tempering this this addiction energy, you trying to fix it, you learning how to maybe indulge in whatever this is in a non addicted way, because temperance is talking about having things in moderation. Okay, please tell me more. Okay. I don't know whether I should get these. I'm gonna. We have the Four of Swords. Yeah, that's healing. We have the Empress. Okay. Anything else? What more can I get? It's been such a long time that I've recorded a reading. And we have the Seven of Wands too. So placements so far are Leo, Mars, Libra, Jupiter. We have Capricorn, we have Sagittarius, and we have Venus. But the placements are Libra, Jupiter, and Leo, Mars. Okay, so please clarify the Devil here. Please clarify the Devil. Please clarify the Devil. We have the Seven of Pentacles, Saturn energy. Maybe you're addicted to work. Maybe you're a workaholic, and you're kind of trying to obviously you still need to work, so it's like not something you can completely cut out of your life, which is usually the easiest way for addicts to heal their addictions. The same goes with like food addiction. It's not something that you can just cut out of your life. So let's see, Temperance. Let's see, Temperance. Please clarify Temperance. Please clarify Temperance. Taurus, Saturn energy. Please clarify Temperance. Please clarify Temperance. Please clarify Temperance. Please clarify Temperance. I'm not getting a card, but I'm trying to wait for one. I'm not sure whether I need to clarify Temperance, honestly, because this very obviously feels like this is a work addiction situation, like a workaholic situation, and it is something that you have been using for maybe a very long time to run away from either your problems or your emotions or whatever it may be, and to just focus on your work. And it feels like you're trying to kind of balance out and learn how much work is healthy and how much work is unhealthy. It feels like you're kind of looking for that silver lining here. And you are kind of like recuperating from this energy of always having to distract yourself with work. Okay, let's see the Four of Swords. Can you clarify the Four of Swords? Because I didn't get a clarifier for Temperance, but I don't think I needed one anyway. Okay, Four of Swords. Please clarify the Four of Swords here. Please clarify the Four of Swords here. Oh, we have the World. Okay, yeah, it feels like you're kind of... I feel like you're learning how to relax. I feel like you're learning how to rest, how to like not constantly, yeah, with the Fool here and the Justice. Yeah, it's about balance. A lot of Libra energy is happening here. Like at the bottom of the deck we have Justice, and when I cut the deck it was a Fool. So yeah, this feels like with the World here, again, Saturn and Jupiter energy. So like Libra, Saturn could also be something here. But what I'm getting most importantly is that you're learning how to balance your life better. And it feels like it's definitely the start of something new. It feels like it's the end of a cycle, which is like double I don't know. I can't remember the word. Whatever. Oh my god, I can't even talk. So, whatever. I have no idea what the word was that I wanted to say. The point is that we also have the Fool, which is again a new beginning. That's what it's talking about. And the World is like the closure of a cycle. So it feels like you're learning how to rest. You're learning how to regenerate and how not to constantly just force yourself into work in order to avoid your own emotions and even avoid your own healing. And I feel like this is like a beautiful new start for you, where you're finally able to rest, and you're finally able to allow yourself the rest that you need. And like I said, it's a lot about balance too, like strong Libra energy. It's like balancing with Libra slash Jupiter, but more so Libra and Saturn. I'm getting that you're trying to balance like the worldly things with like your soul's needs or your inner self's needs. So it's like you're trying to find a silver lining between like the 3D things like money and making money and working, and the things that you need, the things that you require, which you have been suppressing in the past. So what I'm getting is that you're trying to balance out these two things. You're trying to rest enough and take care of yourself and listen to your own needs, but at the same time you're kind of doing it in a way that's, oh my god. And on this World card, look at that, we have the Fool on the World card, and you remember the Fool came out. Okay, so yeah, this is absolutely a really beautiful new start for you. What's up with this Empress energy? Please clarify the Empress. Oh, fuck. We have the Moon. Okay, so this could be a couple of things. This could be some sort of a... We also have the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this could be some sort of a hidden emotion here, because the Moon is talking about your subconscious. It's also talking about your emotional world, and it's also talking about something that's like secretive, or something that's a secret. So with this Empress here and this Five of Cups, That's interesting. I think I'm going to clarify that more. Please clarify that, Empress, more. Please clarify that, Empress, more. I feel like maybe you need to be better in tune with your feminine energies. That's what this is trying to say. Please clarify the Empress more. The Empress and the Moon. Please clarify the Empress and the Moon. Please clarify the Empress and the Moon. Please clarify the Empress. Please clarify. Oh, we have the Eight of Wands. Mercury energy. Mercury in Sagittarius energy. Okay, this could also be like literally a person in your life. This could literally be a person in your life. If that's the case, then we had the Five of Cups. So this could be a situation that you have a lot of regret about, or a lot of regrets about. And we also have the... Yeah, oh my god, are you kidding me? Yeah, look at that. Look at that. So, the last time before I shuffled and the Eight of Wands came out, these cards were like this. Five of Cups and under that King of Swords. And I didn't check under that, but I see that it's relevant now, so I'm gonna get there. And now they are like this, the other way around. King of Swords and then Five of Cups. The same fucking cards. The same two cards. So what I'm getting here is that if this is like a literal person in your life, this Empress, it's a feminine energy. It's a very ascended feminine energy. It's like a very divine feminine energy. This is like I said, I'm also getting that this could mean that you need to connect more with your feminine energies. Like we have the wolf and the dog there. It's like there's some kind of a theme here about loyalty, but also about freedom. So it's like it's almost like you have this false sense about loyalty, or this false sense about maybe relationships or love or something like that, that makes you think that freedom and loyalty don't go together. Like you're either a wolf, you're either free, or you're either a dog, you're loyal and you're not free. And what I'm getting here is that this might be something that you need to reconcile, that just because you're loyal to someone, that doesn't mean you cannot be free. And if you really are like healthy love is the type of love that allows you to be free while remaining loyal. The healthy type of love is a love that sets you free, if anything. And with all this coming in the Moon card, I think that this has some sort of an emotional importance for you. Like there's some kind of an emotional difficulty for you, maybe in relationships, thinking that you're either loyal and like trapped or caged, or you're free and then you're alone. And I think you'd rather be free, honestly. But here this is like something that is just like an unhealthy pattern that you've learned. Maybe you had a lot of people, a lot of partners who like wanted to cage you, who like wanted to take your freedom away, who like wanted to control you. So that is something that is possible, and it made you believe that in a relationship you can't be free, you can't be loyal and free at the same time. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. But that is something that you need to reconcile, because that's just how do I put it? It's a lopsided view of relationships, and that is like it is like a block for you emotionally, is what I'm getting. That you are blocking yourself from healthy relationships because you don't realize that in a healthy relationship you can be both. Maybe you never had a healthy relationship. I don't know. That's a possibility. So that's also something that I'm getting. And it feels like you might be afraid of your feminine energies because of this. Because you think that if you go into your feminine energy, you're going to be controlled. you're going to be more vulnerable to the other person, and it's almost like you want to protect yourself from the other person when in a relationship, when in truth, that doesn't necessarily have to be the way it goes. Like I said, in a healthy relationship, you are not caged. You are not like a caged animal. But anyway, what I'm getting is that this is one thing that I'm getting. And I'm also getting that this could talk about someone specific in your life. And if this is someone specific, then this situation or this whatever happened with this person makes you feel a lot of regret. Like you feel a lot of regret for how this situation went or ended up being. And it feels like you may have really been very cold with this person. You may have pushed this person away. You may have kind of like abandoned this person before they could abandon you, so to speak. It feels like you really like put up boundaries with this person and you didn't allow them close to you with this King of Swords energy. And also with the Hanged Man here, it feels like this was a situation that was just going nowhere. Honestly, this is something that was just fucking going nowhere. It was like stagnating for very long. For very, very long. Could be months, could be even years, to be honest. Okay. So, it feels like maybe this specific situation suffered from your issue, from your lack of understanding about how healthy relationships work. And I feel like this feels like a healthy person, honestly, because they came out as the Empress, and that is basically the best female card you can get in the entire deck. That is the most advanced and like the highest level, so to speak. So I feel like you expected this person to be different than what they actually are. I feel like you may have projected a lot onto this person. I feel like you were afraid that if you allowed them closer to you, or if you went closer to them, then they would start to like control you, or maybe you thought that they were controlling you. I'm gonna be honest that if that's the case, they weren't. They weren't trying to control you, because the Empress doesn't fucking control anyone. The Empress is someone who is emotionally mature and realizes that trying to control someone in a relationship is futile, it's immature, and it's just not something that an Empress would do. So I feel like you have kind of projected this onto this person, that they want to control you, or that they are manipulating you, or something like that is what I'm getting. That this person, you might have thought that this person was emotionally manipulating you somehow. And I'm gonna say that an Empress is not someone who emotionally manipulates you. The King of Swords, however, is someone who might have an issue with projecting emotional manipulation onto other people. This could be an energy that prefers greater distance. If we want to say it on the anxious avoidant axis, this would be someone who's more of like an avoidant type of a person emotionally. Someone who thinks that a bigger distance between the two parties are quote unquote healthier, or they feel not even healthy. They feel more at peace when there is greater distance between the two people in a relationship. So this is someone who would perceive a healthy connection, or another person with like a healthy attachment, to be like too close. And the person with the healthy attachment would trigger this person. So I'm gonna say that what probably happened is that you got triggered by this person, because they were like they had a healthy attachment style, and they wanted to healthily connect to you, and you thought that that was not healthy. You thought that that was too much, it was too close, it was not good for you, but the reason you felt that way is because you were the one who wasn't healthy, honestly. And you just projected all these negative things onto this person. Like, this person is emotionally manipulating you, this person is trying to control you, this person wants to like cage you, or like chain you to themselves, and all sorts of shit like that, which is absolutely not true. But I feel like that is how you not manipulate, that is how you sabotage your relationships, by projecting these things onto the other person, and by beginning this game, so to speak, with this person, of projecting onto them that they are the ones who are like pursuing you, and you are the one who wants the relationship less than them. And it feels like that's kind of the dynamic where you feel safe, or where you feel comfortable, honestly. This feels like someone who needs this this game of projecting onto the other person that the other person is like pursuing them, or like wants the relationship more than them. So honestly, that's what I see going on here, is that you really strongly projected onto this person. And it also feels like you might want to communicate with this person, because again, King of Swords is someone who communicates. But I feel like with this Hangman, this is something that hasn't happened for a long time. It feels like I said, you were really like distant towards this person, but I feel like you want to communicate now. Or maybe you've been wanting to communicate for a while now, but you haven't. That is also a possibility here. Okay, and with the Seven of Wands, I think I already know what that is, but let's try to clarify it. Let's clarify the Seven of Wands, please. Seven of Wands is self-protection, is boundaries. It's you turning the narrative into one where you have to protect yourself from the other person. And it's not true. It's not real. It's in your head. But that's the only way you can understand relationships, is what I'm getting. Okay, Seven of Wands, please clarify the Seven of Wands. Please clarify the Seven of Wands. So yeah, honestly, this is like a textbook emotionally unavailable person. This is a textbook dismissive avoidant person, what I'm seeing here in the cards. Okay, Seven of Wands, please clarify the Seven of Wands. I'm not even saying genders, because it doesn't fucking matter, but it feels like your person is more on the feminine side and you are more on the masculine side, honestly. But that doesn't necessarily have to be. Just because you have a masculine energy, that doesn't mean that you can be a woman. So when I read for myself, I very often show up in my own readings as masculine energies. So Seven of Wands, can you please clarify the Seven of Wands? Again, I'm not getting a card because I don't think I need a clarification, because I already told you what this is. Yeah. And death. And that's what's caused the death of this relationship. And you not committing. Because you thought that you had so many options and you wanted to keep your options open. And you pushing this person away constantly, you thinking you have to defend yourself from this person constantly, is what caused the death of this situation. That is what ended this whole thing. And we also have the Ten of Wands, so I'm going to say that this is something that's been heavily weighing on your mind for a while now. And we have the Strength card. So I'm going to say that this is also something that, again, Leo, I feel like you want to talk this over with this person. I feel like you want to talk to this person because you now realize that you pushed someone away who wasn't trying to hurt you. You pushed someone away who wasn't trying to manipulate you. And you didn't realize this at the time because you didn't see what was going on, because you were so absorbed in your own maladaptive and unhealthy patterns that even though it wasn't right in front of you, you just couldn't see it because you have never seen anything that is like this. It feels like like I said, you are so used to these toxic relationships going this way that you were trying to make this healthy relationship or this healthy person go the way that your toxic relationships and your toxic people or ex-partners went. And this person probably said, fuck you, no. No, thank you. I'm not going to play your game. That's what I'm getting. This person probably said, no, I'm not playing that, bro. Bye. Because the Empress is not playing games. The Empress is not playing games. So this person was more mature than you, and they just fucking left probably because you were constantly pushing this person away, and because this person was mature, they understood that if you're pushing them away, then it is not their job to try to knock down their walls. If you're pushing them away, then they're gonna go away, and you can feel better in their absence if that is what you require. So I'm also getting that, like I said, it's been weighing on your mind for a while now. And what I'm getting is that you have held yourself back from this person. Maybe that's what this Eight of Wands is here now, that you have been thinking about talking to this person a lot because you feel very regretful over this situation and over how it like crumbled and how it ended because of you. And it feels like your pride is probably your ego is what is holding you back from this whole thing, because I feel like you're still at the point where you don't want to admit that you were wrong. We have double Leo here with the Leo Mars at the Seven of Wands, which is the card of like self-protection, of like boundaries, of like pushing the other person away. And we have Strength, which is again a Leo card, which is usually about holding yourself back. Not necessarily all the time, but like we have a strong Leo energy here, a strong ego energy here. And yeah, I feel like you might still be at the point where you don't want to or can't admit that you were wrong, because it would be too much of a blow to your ego. And I feel like with this, what you're doing here with like this workaholic situation and learning how to rest, we have like this huge the World card here, which is like a huge turn in events. And now I dropped 2 cards on the floor, whatever. So what I'm getting is that it feels like that started something in you. It started some sort of a process in you that is going to help you healthily connect with your emotions, and that is going to have you realize that you being wrong doesn't make you a bad person. You being wrong doesn't even really define you. Because the way you were wrong was not that because like you are stupid. It's not because you are like, I don't know, you didn't, how do I put this? The reason you were wrong in this situation was due to your own bad maladaptive patterns, and it feels like it was kind of like a forced situation. And by that I mean that due to your past trauma, you were unable to see this in any other way. And I feel like how you are like reconnecting with your emotions right now, and how you're trying to get rid of this workaholic energy, and you're starting a new chapter of listening to yourself and being in harmony with your emotions and allowing yourself rest instead of constantly just pushing down your feelings by working all the time. It feels like that is something that will get you to the point where you realize that it's not shameful that you were wrong about this person. It's not shameful that you expected something else out of this person. It's not like you have to, like, how do I put it again? It's not like this person wants to humble you, honestly. You have to humble yourself, but that's different. that's different, and I feel like it's scary for you because you're used to always being stuck in this unhealthy pattern and never really recognizing it and never really addressing it. And I feel like with this person, you want to address it, and then you have to realize that you were wrong about them. And like I said, what I'm seeing here is that the process you have started by listening more to your own needs is a process that will lead to you realizing that there's a reason that you didn't realize that this person was safe or healthy. And the reason is that it was your own trauma that kind of just clouded your judgment about this person. And it also comes with the realization that this is not something that's shameful. This is not something that makes you into a worse person or something like that. Like, you don't need to, how do I put this? Like, you don't need your ego here. This is not about the ego. This is not about being right or being wrong. This is about realizing that where you were at the point that this whole thing happened, you could not have acted any different. And the point of this whole situation is not how it happened. The point is how you can fix it. It's kind of what I'm getting. Because it really feels like you are very strongly thinking about this person. And you are very strongly wanting to reconnect with this person. We have Scorpio Venus and Scorpio Mars. Like, with all this Scorpio energy, you might even be a little bit obsessed with this person. But like I said, what I'm getting is that it's your pride and it's your ego that is holding you back from them. And that is because you don't want to appear vulnerable towards this person, because that's probably something that you're not used to. Like what I said with reading this as you having to reconnect or become more balanced with your feminine side. It's like you don't trust people to be vulnerable around them. And again, that is a very much so avoidant type of a behavior and avoidant type of a pattern, because it is mostly dismissive avoidance that learn in childhood that vulnerability is not safe. And what I'm getting here is that you think vulnerability is not safe. So it's probably something that it was a pattern throughout your childhood, and probably something that you never really fixed. Okay. Now let me pick up those cards. Okay. So what we have here is the Hierophant, the Four of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. Yeah. I had a feeling. I didn't want to say it, but this is exactly what I was feeling. We also have Aries Venus here, so someone could have an Aries Venus. Like I said, or a Scorpio Mars or a Scorpio Venus, because those are also things that are coming out. And King of Wands is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's air signs, but not necessarily just air signs. It could also be someone who is like very rational and very unemotional. But what I'm getting here with this, maybe you have never been married. What I'm getting is that you might be a slightly older person. And by that I don't mean you're old. I'm getting that maybe you're like at the end of your 30s or in your 40s or like something like that. Like a bit older, but you've never been married. And you've never had like a really, you've never had like a really big long-term relationship. I'm also getting that. Like maybe your longest relationships were about like 1 to 2 years. And it never went over that. Yeah, I'm getting that you were probably never married. And like I said, you probably never had like a really big long-term relationship, because with the Knight of Wands here, that is someone who is inconsistent, that is someone who is in and out, someone who is not emotionally safe, someone who is not emotionally stable. And it feels like maybe your partners were the one who tried to regulate your emotions for you, because this is the kind of pattern in psychology where you would attract partners who are quote unquote overly emotional. So, and by that I mean that since you are suppressing your emotions, they are kind of overly emotional because they match the level of your suppression, your emotional suppression. Because it's like you are refusing to be vulnerable in this connection, and you are pushing most of the emotional labor onto your person in this connection, where you just kind of act like everything's okay and you don't have any kind of emotional responsibilities in this connection, because if you do, then that makes you feel like you want to leave. So your person tries to emotionally regulate for both of you, becoming someone who's kind of in a parent role in this way. But at the same time, you are unaware of this because you need to see yourself as someone who is more in the parent role, and you need to see yourself as someone who is not. How do I put it? Someone who is not dependent on the other person, but you absolutely are dependent on the other person for emotional regulation, because you can't regulate yourself. And that's why your partners seem to be so emotional, so emotionally unstable, or so emotionally reactive, because it's you are just kind of suppressing it, and they are the ones who have the symptoms appear. So I feel like that's probably like a pattern in your relationships, that you get together with people who are like very emotionally reactive, or like very emotionally unstable, so to speak. But it's you who are emotionally unstable, because you lack the ability to be emotionally stable in a relationship, because vulnerability triggers you and it makes you want to leave. And you are not stable in relationships emotionally. You are kind of always like halfway out the door, is what I'm getting. You always have like one foot out the door in a relationship, and you're always like kind of ready to break up, and you kind of always feel like this person is going to leave me, and I have to prepare for the day when this relationship ends. And that's how you are throughout your entire relationship. And it feels like you kind of don't fight for people, you don't fight for relationships, and that is also a reason why they always end, because you don't put effort into it. You don't put effort into your relationships. You would rather just leave, and then you're kind of having this self-fulfilling prophecy happen again and again and again and again. By you not putting effort into relationships, you have this self-fulfilling prophecy come up, which tell you that people are going to abandon you and nobody's going to stay, because you treat people in a certain way that don't want them to stay. Because healthy people don't stay with a person like this. I'll be honest, that's the truth. I'm sorry if that hurts. But healthy people will not stay with a person like this. Only unhealthy people will. And at that point, you are in a toxic relationship where the other person is putting in all the effort into the relationship. They're putting in all the emotional labor into this relationship. And then you are being triggered because you feel like that person is chasing you. And then you want to end it. So that's kind of what I'm getting here. And like I said, you very likely have never been married. That is what this is about. Four of Wands is marriage, home, and the Hierophant is very often talking about marriage. Like, that's what I'm getting here. It feels like you're kind of a... How do I put this to not be offensive? You're kind of like an older gentleman with Peter Pan syndrome. Or like something of the sort. Like, I'm very strongly getting that your relationships have been suffering for your entire life, honestly. But we have the Three of Wands here. Aries energy, Aries sun, I believe. So again, I feel like the thing that you started with, you trying to heal your workaholic mentality, is going to take you pretty far. Like it's a journey. It feels like this whole thing is like a now problem / a past you problem, and what you are doing right now by changing your relationship with yourself first, because that's how all change happens. It feels like you're kind of creating a new future for yourself, because Three of Wands is usually looking towards the future, actually applying your plans towards the future. So what I'm getting here is that lots of fire energy also. But what I'm getting here is that this is going to be a journey, and that you're no longer stuck in this energy, is what I'm getting. What I'm getting is that you used to be stuck in this like fuckboyish, unstable, avoidant, emotionally unavailable energy. And it feels like you finally listening to your emotions, because the reason you're emotionally unavailable for other people is because you're emotionally unavailable for yourself. Like, that's a real issue with emotionally unavailable people. And it feels like you're finally starting to break that cycle by listening to yourself more, by cutting back on the workaholism, by honoring your needs, by listening to what you need to do, by allowing yourself to rest, by listening to your feelings and emotions. It feels like this opens up like a whole new world to you, like an entirely different chapter in your life. And you may still be struggling with this like relationship thing over here. But I feel like this is something that is not going to stay that way. It feels like you're no longer stuck in this. It feels like you have a much better understanding of it now, especially compared to when this actually went down and happened with this specific person. Like, it feels like you had no idea what was happening when it actually happened with this person. But now looking back, you finally kind of understand what went wrong and what you did wrong in order to have this whole thing happen. And again, it also could be like a pattern with you that you don't recognize your own role in bad relationships or relationships that fall apart, and you kind of always blame the other person, like maybe we're not compatible enough, maybe we're just not meant to be, or whatever. And it feels like you kind of have been ignoring your own role in things. Okay. Yeah, I think something changed with this person when things fell apart. With this person, it changed something in you. I don't know how or why or what, but it did. It fucking did, because what we have here at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Wands, which is victory. We have the Queen of Cups, which is probably this person. This person probably has shown you a different way towards your emotions, or there's like something of the sort. Like, there is something like this person represented emotions in a very specific way for you. Like, maybe they helped you reconnect with your emotions somehow, or there's like some sort, like maybe they were just an emotionally mature person, which is what I said with the Empress anyway. And maybe you have learned a thing or two about emotional regulation from this person. But with the Six of Wands, that is a victory card. And what I'm getting, this is like very strongly that this, oh my god, this whole situation is going to turn around, is what I'm getting. So under that, we have the Ten of Cups, which is like the ultimate emotional fulfillment and happiness and family and things like that. Like, look at the pictures over there. We have the husband, we have the wife, we have the kids, and we have the dog again here. But we also have the cat, and cats are a symbol of independence. So what I'm seeing here is that you'll finally understand that you can be independent in the presence of a healthy person, in the presence of a person who knows what healthy relationships are like and who does not want to control you. Because like I said, it feels like this person does not want to control you. Like, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. The Empress does not control or manipulate. And it feels like you're finally going to understand that you're not being controlled or manipulated. You're being triggered because you have experienced certain trauma. And but I'm also, oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? Okay, I'm just getting cards that are like, wow. So we have the Six of Cups here. So again, this is talking about nostalgia. So probably this has been a long time ago, probably years ago. Maybe you've known this person many years ago and the idea of them sort of never kind of left you. This could also mean that this is like a soulmate relationship or like a soulmate connection if you are spiritually inclined, which is like even stronger of a message because we have the Hierophant here, which is also about spirituality and spiritual advancement. And under that we have the fucking Two of Cups, which is talking about a relationship, two people in love. And we also have the Lovers. Like, we have all the fucking relationship cards here. All the fucking relationship cards here. And we also have the Ace of Wands, which is, well, usually it's called the boner card. But what it's talking about is like chemistry, sexual chemistry, sexual attraction. So what I'm seeing here very, very strongly is that this whole situation is going to turn around. It feels like you're still kind of stuck in this Five of Cups energy about this person and about this situation where you're kind of just grieving this person and grieving this situation and realizing that you fucked up real bad. And you're still not past the point where you can go to this person and tell them that you fucked up, because it feels like it still kind of triggers your ego to take accountability. Maybe that is also something that you're not used to. Maybe you're not used to taking accountability for other people, or rather for your mistakes, because I feel like you don't want to take responsibility for the fact that you messed this up, and you don't want to take responsibility for the fact that you weren't right. Like, it feels like there might be some sort of like bad self-esteem happening here that makes you very sensitive to situations where you aren't right. And it feels like maybe you always want to be right, or you always have to be right. So there is also something, like I said, this is like Leo energy, which is like again very like prideful, egotistic energy. But we also have the Star, which is Aquarius, and that's something that I've been getting. Is that this is like a Leo Aquarius axis energy, what I'm getting here. Because Leo and Aquarius are in opposition with each other, and they form an astrological axis. So that's kind of the energy I'm getting. Whereas Aquarius is a air sign who is prone to being very distant and emotionally unavailable, by the way. But it also feels like you have a lot of hope for this whole thing. Like, you're hoping that this thing will kind of get fixed in the long run. And we're getting the long run with the Knight of Pentacles here. That is a slow energy. And it seems like you want to give back to this person. Like, you know that this person gave you a lot and you want to give back to them. You also have Taurus Moon. So Taurus Moon could be important. And what I'm getting here is that you're not really actively working on this situation right now. I can tell you that it is going to work out. Obviously, it's not going to work out if you don't put effort into it. Like, don't expect that, because that's not how things work. But what I'm getting here is that you're putting effort into your own issues, which caused this whole situation between the two of you to fall apart. the Tower. So what I'm getting here is that you're kind of realizing that there are certain patterns of behavior here that made this or contributed to this whole situation falling apart between the two of you. And you're kind of trying to take it step by step. You're kind of trying to do one thing at a time. And that's what we started out with, this workaholic, addictive personality slash energy here that you are actively trying to fix. And you're actively trying to allow yourself to rest more and not feel guilty about it, which is very good. Very good. And it feels like you have this person in this situation in your mind very strongly, but you're not actively fixing it. You're not actively working on fixing it. You're actively working on fixing the issues that you have with yourself that has led to this, or that have led to this, that have led to this situation falling apart, which is very good. Again, it's very practical. You have a very practical approach to this whole thing, because what I'm seeing is that you're not just going into your Knight of Wands energy again, which is something that has probably been an issue in the past. You're not going into your Knight of Wands energy again, which would mean that you just hit this person up and you try to work out everything, and then after a while you're gonna pull away again and you're just going to show this person that you are still not safe. It feels like you really don't want to do that. And that's why you are taking your time in working on yourself and in creating a change that is lasting. It might take a while, but it is a lasting change. It is a real change. And only then are you going to go in and I don't know, seize this person, or like talk to this person. Not even talk to, but like get this person, or like win this person over, or like something like that. Like it has a bit of a feeling like this person is a trophy that you like want to snag up, honestly. So what I'm getting here is that this is like a very grounded energy. Like you want to create a change that is real. You want to create a change that is grounded. And maybe you know that if you were to go to this person now, and if you were to talk to this person now, then maybe you are not yet at the point where this change has completely taken root. And maybe you'd be falling back into your old behaviors again. And that is something that you absolutely don't want to do, is what I'm getting here. Like this is the last thing you want to do. And I feel like that's the reason you don't talk to this person, you haven't talked to this person yet, because it feels like you haven't talked to this person. You have it in your mind a lot and you think about this person a lot, but it feels like the reason you haven't shot your shot, so to speak, already is that you want to avoid this person thinking that you didn't change. Like you want to be able to show up in a different energy compared to how you did in the past. It feels like you want to show this person that they matter. You want to show this person that you have changed, that you are not going to do the same thing over and over and over again anymore. You want to show this person that things are going to be different and that you are safe for them. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Yeah, and meanwhile, you're kind of just suffering on your own, honestly, is what I feel. I don't even feel like you're in relationships. I don't even feel like you're pursuing anyone. I feel like you're just kind of keeping everyone away from you. Sagittarius moon card, by the way. I kind of feel like you're isolating yourself, maybe. And you're kind of trying to go through this this transformation on your own. And you're kind of like, there's this like lonely energy. There's this lonely energy. Okay. So I'm still going to pull a couple cards from this. And I'm going to pull some advice as well. Let's see. Okay. What more can you tell me? Wait. Okay. What more can you tell me about... Thank you. It's time. It's time for action. Things are fast-tracked to unfold quickly and smoothly. So yeah, it feels like you are in the present, making the right choices and the right decisions to turn this whole situation around. And it's not just about the situation with this person, because that's the least important thing here. I feel like you are very, very, very driven to fix it. And this person gives you a ton of motivation to work on yourself. But what really matters is that you're turning things around for yourself. Your life will change because you are addressing your maladaptive behaviors here, and it's going to change your entire life. And what I'm getting from this card is that you are actively doing it. Like, I'm even going to say that maybe you are far enough ahead to talk to this person. Like, it feels like you really don't want to, and you're really afraid of it, and you really, yeah, it feels like you're afraid of it. Because maybe you're afraid of how this person will react, but I'm getting more so afraid that you don't want to do the same things again. Like, you don't want to just push them away again, and you are afraid that maybe things would end up that way again. Honestly, I feel like you can communicate that to this person. You can communicate that you are still afraid, that you still have issues, that you still don't know whether you're safe enough. But with this "it's time" card, I'm even going to risk it and say that maybe it's time to talk to this person, because you're already at that point. You're already at that point. You're just very afraid because it is an unknown territory for you. And you don't actually know, you are not 100% sure what to expect from yourself at this point, is what I'm getting. You're not 100% sure of what your behavior is going to be like towards this person. You don't know, because you went through a lot of change and you've already manifested a lot of change for yourself, is what I'm getting here. But you don't know what to expect from yourself, how you're going to react, how you're going to behave once you go in and be honest with this person. Because, like I said, vulnerability is probably something that is difficult for you. Okay. Please tell me more about this situation. Okay, we have Summer. Cancer, Leo, Virgo. So someone here could be Cancer, Leo, Virgo, even more Leo energy. Summer, the mother within 3 to 6 months. Okay, so this could mean that you're going to reconnect in the summer, or within 3 to 6 months, or there's like something happening with the mother here. Like, this could be talking about that you have some sort of a mother issue, even. That is even a possibility. This is talking about the fact that you need to work on your mother issue, and maybe that is the reason why you can't internalize your feminine energy better, because vulnerability feels scary for you due to your mother wound. And if, like I said, with this wolf and the dog, it feels like you are too afraid to be loyal, because you are afraid that that means you have to give up your freedom, or that it's going to cost you your freedom. Sorry, for some reason I'm like kind of getting congested again in my sinuses, so that's why I make this like weird noise with my nose every once in a while. I apologize. I really hope I'm not gonna get sick again, because I just got done taking antibiotics for like the second time in 2 months. So fucking hell. Okay, anyway, so please tell me more about this situation. What? We have the bodybuilder, which is a Capricorn card. Power, strength, forceful, determined, discipline, vigor, domination, push forward, influence, leverage, mastery, resolve, intense, resistance, self-improvement, exercise. Okay, so this could literally mean that you might need to take better care of your body. But this also means that you have to be persistent. And with this, I'm kind of getting the energy that change requires about 8 to 10 weeks to take hold, I believe. And it feels like you have to actively choose the different behavior each and every single time. You are in the phase where you have to make the changes by choosing to react differently. And it's going to be very difficult in the beginning, and it's going to take a while for you to get used to it, but you absolutely can. Like, you have to build a habit out of making different choices. So each and every single time where you feel like you want to make the choice that you have been making for your entire life, and you want to like kind of go back to your old ways, you have to tell yourself to not do it. And I feel like you have a really good level of self-control, so I think that you're going to be able to do that. But you have to remind yourself that each and every time you have to choose the new way of doing things, so to speak. Like, you have to choose your new behaviors. The behaviors that are unfamiliar, the choices that you wouldn't do normally because they are different than what you are used to. So it feels like you have to like push through this. And then we have library, which is again another Capricorn card. Knowledge, learning, history, information, research, books, pastime, archives, hidden documents, search, secrets, looking beneath the surface, author, reading, writing. So what I'm getting with this is that you need to learn more about oh shit, I pulled my neck. Fuck, I'm sorry. So what this is trying to tell you, I think, is that you might need to work on your body, but you might also need to work on some knowledge of yours. Like, what I'm getting is that maybe you need to learn more about your behaviors. Maybe you need to learn more about psychology in order for this to work better for you, or in order for this to be not less, but easier to navigate. So again, I'm gonna say that if you don't have a therapist yet, go to a therapist if you can afford it. Like, go to therapy, because that's going to tremendously help. And find a good therapist. That's also very, very, very important. Okay, so anything else about this situation, please? Anything else about this situation? Anything else my viewers need to hear? Anything else my viewers need to hear, please? I have a lot of jumpers, like half jumpers, like okay, like cars that like kind of want to jump out but they don't. So I don't know what's about that. We have Scorpio, Phoenix. That's exactly the energy I'm getting for you. Exactly fucking the energy I'm getting for you. Transformation, eternal soul, renew, resurrection, rebirth, destroy, rising from the ashes, emerge, new era, alchemy, transmutation, ascension. The end is just the beginning. You are in the middle of a very, very, very huge change. You are creating massive change for yourself right now, and it's going to have an effect on every single level of your life, every single aspect of your life. Like, this is something that's going to completely transform not just you, but your entire life. And it's not just something that you're gonna fix your relationships with. I feel like it's something that's going to create like a very huge change in your life for you. Like, the way you live, the way you interact with people, the way you work, the way you love, like everything. Okay, anything else about this situation, please? Like, this is beautiful energy, honestly. Fuck. Okay. We have fine print, Virgo card. Detail, look closer, inspection, research, be careful, in-depth, pay attention, don't assume, thorough, deep dive, hidden information, double check, read between the lines. I'm getting that you need to examine yourself very closely and your behaviors very closely. And again, I'm getting the energy that you really should go to a therapist if you can, because having someone who is a professional in behavioral science will make this whole situation much more easy and much easier to navigate for you. Like, you don't have to do this on your own. What I'm also getting with you is that you might have a pattern of hyper independence, and this is a very good very good time, or not time, what's the word? This is a very good way to like start breaking that pattern. This is like a very good opportunity to break this pattern of hyper independence, because that is also something that you have to address. And realizing that getting the help of a therapist does not mean that you are any lesser or any less competent, or like realizing that you don't need to do everything on your own is also something that's important. And like I said, this is a good opportunity. This getting a therapist is a good opportunity to start working on your hyper independence as well, because I feel like you might be very resistant to getting a therapist or going to a therapist, and the reason for that is your hyper independence. So choose the new. Okay, anything else? Do you want to come out? Do you not? Knight, Leo. Confident, heroic, messenger, fearless, assertive, passionate, fighting spirit, persevering, chivalry, honor, determined, obeying orders, brave, daring, strong, champion of a cause. I'm getting this, this is more so towards your person is what I'm getting. Another Aquarius card too. Water carrier, that's like literally Aquarius. Humanitarian, generosity, nobility, balance, calm life, communication, compassion, unselfish, alleviate suffering, benefactor, care for others, humane, helpful, ethical. I feel like this is talking more about this person and you. Like you want to show up again to this person as someone who is openly communicating, someone who shows them compassion. And I feel like you want to emotionally reassure this person, because you may have caused a lot of suffering to this person. And I feel like you want to show up as someone who is emotionally safe for them. I feel like you want to show up as someone who can reassure them that they are safe. And we also have Aries, diamond. Creative force, faithfulness, value, perfection, brilliance, commitment, light, purity, esteem, unconquerable force, multidimensional, multifaceted, invincible spiritual power. I feel like this is kind of how you see your person, honestly. But what you also need to realize is that a lot of the good things you see in this person are traits that you refuse to see in yourself. Honestly, that I'm getting is that this person might be so interesting for you because through them you can kind of have a connection with the repressed parts of yourself, so to speak. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Like, you know that this person is one of a kind. You know that there's not gonna be someone else like this. Like, yeah. But I'm also getting that, like, you're one of a kind. Like, not just this person, but so are you. And maybe that is why this is so... And when I cut the deck, it has unchanged here. At this time, the situation is stable and unlikely to change. But how I'm reading that is that it feels like the reason this person is so special is unchanged. Like there's some sort of like an energy here about maybe this person has changed a lot, but it feels like their heart remains unchanged. Like the core of this person, the things about this person that you truly admired or admire, those things are unchanged. Like I'm getting this feeling that maybe this person has gone through a lot of change, but or maybe like a lot of time has passed, but your feelings for them are unchanged, and it feels like their feelings for you are probably unchanged, and it also feels like what makes this person so special is unchanged. Like this person is still the diamond that you first kind of, I want to say, fell in love with, but I don't know if that's the appropriate way of saying this. Like this is still the same person you admired so much, and the things that you admired about this person didn't change. If anything, they just became even better. And then we have like an unlikely here. Oh, okay. I think I'm getting it. Because I was like looking at this unlikely card at the bottom of the deck, and I was like, what does this want here? But it came out with the fairy tale card. So what I'm getting here is that you might have had a very negative mindset towards the situation in the past. You might have believed that this is never going to come together. You might have believed that this is something that's never going to amount to anything. You might have believed that this is just something that you made up in your head, like this is just some sort of a, I'm getting with like we got some Scorpio placements, specifically Scorpio, Venus, and Mars. It might be something that you're just like it's just an obsession, or it's just physical attraction, or like sexual attraction. I feel like you have kind of tried to diminish the role of this connection or relationship in your life. I feel like you kind of were very pessimistic about this. But I also feel like that is kind of more in the past, because then we have, when I cut the deck, happening now. And it says the situation or event in question is occurring right now, and we have those two people like being together over there. We also have a 5, whatever that means. So what I'm getting here is that maybe you're going a little bit back and forth, because we also have uncertain, and under that we have yes. So I feel like you're still kind of afraid of this whole thing, or you're still kind of like not sure how to make it happen. But at the same time, you kind of, and again, I'm getting this imagery, like look at that rainbow, and that woman is at the end of that rainbow. It feels like, there's that legend of the leprechaun, where you have the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow that the leprechaun put there. And I feel like this person is kind of your pot of gold. Like this person is someone who, again, like I said, with this diamond energy, it feels like someone who is very one of a kind, very special. This is someone who is very important for you, and someone who is like your treasure. And the answer is yes, the situation or event is right on track at this time. Like, you definitely know that you want this person. You definitely know that you want to be with this person. I feel like you're just not exactly sure at the moment how you're going to accomplish that, or how it's going to happen, or when it's going to happen. Like there's some level of uncertainty and fear here, because this involves making lots of decisions, or maybe at least a couple decisions that are very different from how you would usually behave in a situation like this. And in order to have this situation come together, you need to behave differently than you are used to behaving. And we also have cabin, which came out, like, I've seen this pop up like 3 or 4 times while I was explaining what's going on. Lonely, confined, detached, remote, secluded, go within, insulate, disengage, close off, kept apart, quarantine, island, segregate, separated, divide, disconnected, sequestered. I feel like this feels like the Nine of Wands energy. Like you're kind of isolating yourself. Maybe this person is also isolating yourself. Maybe you're like mirroring each other. That is a possibility. But what I'm getting here is that you're kind of isolating yourself. It feels like you're not pursuing other relationships. You're not even really thinking about anyone else. Like this person is the only one you're thinking about, is what I'm getting here. And it also feels like you're kind of trying to like heal yourself and like go within, but in order to do that, you're closing yourself off. And you're kind of disconnecting from the world. You might even be like physically going on like a trip where you are completely alone for like an extended amount of time, like at least like a couple weeks or like a couple months. That's kind of what I'm getting, that you're like going away somewhere on your own in order to figure out all these things that are happening within you. And like I said, this would be a very, very, very good time to realize that you don't need to do this on your own. I know that it's difficult, that you're going against several different ingrained maladaptive behaviors at once, and I'm not going to say that you should do too much at once, because that's like setting yourself up to fail. However, once you feel comfortable with working less and resting more and being more connected to your needs and being more connected to your emotions, you could try working on being less disconnected and allowing another person into your energy field or into your life who helps you in the form of a therapist. And it's like it's something that's also very important is the gender of your therapist. Like if you are not comfortable with like a female therapist, then don't go to a female therapist, go to a male therapist. It like usually depends on which parent you had a better connection with. And we also have this dynamite card that has been wanting to come out. Excitement, passion, action, suspense, destroy, powder keg, fantastic, energetic, breakup, catalyst for change, explosive, short fuse, firecracker, blessed, sudden, unexpected, fast. And again, this is like a Leo card. I'm getting Knight of Wands energy with this a little bit. I feel like you're very excited about this person. Like, it's difficult to pull yourself back. And when I like, I put like one half of the deck down on the table with the other cards. And when I lifted it up, one card remained. And it's autumn, full moon, the queen within 6 to 9 months. And we have Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. So autumn could also be important. I feel like there's like a 3 there. And there's like a 6 and a 9. So 3, 6, 9 could be important. Or 3s or 6s or 9s or 69s could be something that you keep seeing. So like that is a possibility. But like something could also change in autumn. But with this dynamite energy, what I'm getting back to is that you feel very excited about this person, but you kind of also have this anxiety, you also have this fear, you also have this like I feel like you have very very ambivalent emotions about this whole situation. Like when I cut the deck, we got the spilled milk. Like you have regrets. You feel like this person might not forgive you. Maybe that is a possibility, or like this person is angry at you. But I think you're like less focused on that, and I feel like you're more focused on the fact that you don't want to show up in the same energy as you did in the past. You don't want to be this Knight of Wands who just runs in and then suddenly leaves. Maybe you have ghosted this person a lot of times. That is a possibility, and you don't want to do that again. It feels like I said, like you're very excited and you like want to rush in and you want to like talk to this person, but you're afraid of your own reaction, of how you're going to be able to handle talking to them, especially if you want to talk to them in a more more vulnerable fashion, and you just don't know whether you can trust yourself around this person to be able to stay in the situation once you are vulnerable. But we have very likely, so that is a positive sign for that. So what I'm getting here, like I said, when the It's Time card was the first to come out, and it depicts a woman in like a white dress, like a bride or something, is what I'm getting with this. I feel like it's time, like you can go and talk to this person, and I feel like you are at the point where it's gonna work out okay. And even if you go and not talk to this person, what was I trying to say? Sorry. So even if you go and talk to this person and then you end up not talking for a while again, because what I'm getting is that this talking, not talking, on, off kind of thing. And even if that happens, like you can communicate to this person that, hey, I don't feel okay. I kind of have this tendency to ghost people when I'm not okay, or I like need to work on this and this and this and this, and I'm gonna be back. But I need to be alone for a little bit, and I might not be answering, or I might not be talking to you for a while. Like, I feel like you can be open with this person, honestly. I feel like you can tell this person that you have these issues, and with this It's Time card, like I said, it very much feels like, if you talk to this person now, or if you go to this person, you're gonna end up with a good result. That's what I'm saying here. Okay, I'm gonna go into like advice. And that's gonna be the last thing I do. And we are already like 1.5 hours, so pretty detailed reading, I'm gonna say. I'm happy with that. So let's get this deck for the advice. Okay. What's the advice for my viewers regarding this situation, please? What's the advice? What's the advice regarding the situation for my viewers? What's the advice regarding the situation for my viewers? What's the advice for my viewers regarding the situation? Please give advice to my viewers regarding this situation. What's the advice? What's the advice? What's the advice? Sorry, these cards really like to kind of stick together. Okay, so what's the advice for my viewers regarding this situation? What's the advice? Oh, fuck. 7 of Wands. Okay. What's the advice regarding this situation? I feel like this is like, I don't want to say it yet because I'm not sure. What's the advice for my viewers regarding this situation? What's the advice for my viewers regarding this situation? Oh, Death in the reverse. Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So what I'm getting here, yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Okay. Ace of Wands. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Okay. Anything else? Any other advice for my viewers regarding this situation? Any more advice? Any more advice for my viewers? 10 of Pentacles. There's like something else here, no? No, 10 of Pentacles. Oh, and the Emperor. Okay, it just fell out. So, what I'm getting here is that this person Yeah. King of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay, this person, your person, might be like a little bit protective of their energy first time around when you come around and talk to them, because with Death in the reverse, when you are going to try to fix this situation or you're trying to resurrect the situation, this person is going to be a little bit skeptical because of your past behavior. And it might take a while with this Knight of Pentacles. First of all, they are kind of suspicious or not completely trusting. They have like, how do I put it? Like they kind of need to see whether you're really acting different or you're just saying that you do. And with this Knight of Pentacles, I feel like the reason they are skeptical is because it has taken you so fucking long to try to fix this, for one. And for the second way to interpret this, I think both are on point here, is that it might take a while to regain their full trust. It might take a bit of a time to regain this person's full trust. But what I see here is that with this Ace of Wands, you can lead with your passionate energy. Like, you don't need to be afraid of showing this person how passionate you are about them. I feel like the best way to go around fixing this situation is just to learn or to have this ability to show how passionate you are, to be honest with this person about it, and to not act like you don't care or not act nonchalantly, because maybe acting nonchalantly or uncaringly was what had this person leave in the first place, or what had the situation fall apart in the first place. I feel like you need to show this person that you are passionate about them, that they are important to you, and very importantly, with this Ace of Wands and Ten of Pentacles next to each other, that you don't just want them physically, you want to have something long-term with them. You want to have something serious with them. You have to show that to this person. And like I said, it might take a while to completely regain this person's trust. But what I'm also saying is that you can absolutely take initiative. And I'm also saying that the only way this is going to work out is if you take initiative with this Emperor energy here. You need to go all in. You need to show this person that you care. You need to put effort into this situation. You need to show this person that you are reliable. You need to show this person that you are consistent. You might need to plan dates in the beginning, or put in all the effort towards this person in order to have them at the point where they fully trust you again. So you very strongly have to step up and show this person that you are very serious about this relationship between the two of you, and you want long term. And I feel like that's the truth. Like, that is absolutely the truth. I feel like you have held yourself back from this person in the past. I feel like you are very passionate about this person. We have the Ace of Wands here twice. Like, hello, come on. So I feel like you are very passionate about this person, and you are very excited about this person. Like I said with the Dynamite too here, it feels like you just had some sort of an issue where you were too afraid to be vulnerable, and you were too afraid to show how excited you are about this person. And because of that, you didn't show them, and you kind of held yourself back, and you kept yourself at a distance. And that's sort of what needs to go. That's what needs to go, because this person is aware of your past patterns, and they're going to be watching out for them. Like, they're going to be watching out for whether you're going to do the same thing that you did in the past, or whether you truly are going to do something different. And like I said, it really is about you consistently showing up and you not being afraid, to show how excited you are about the situation, you not being afraid to show how much you want this person in your life and how important they are in your life. So this time, don't play games with this person of trying to show this person that they are not important to you, because at that point this person is just going to turn around and leave. So be honest here. And I know that it might be very difficult, and I feel like you might still need to work on that to be able to be this vulnerable and this honest about your excitement towards this person. Like maybe you would feel very vulnerable or very unsafe showing this excitement towards this person. So that is something that might also need a bit more work. So that's basically our advice. I feel like this is an energy that I'm getting quite often, and I very often am getting incredibly similar messages, but I'm also seeing like a slow progression. So I feel like you are like someone who has been watching my readings before, then I feel like I see this progression in your energy and how you are moving forward and what you are doing and how you are changing, and it is like a very positive shift. If you are someone who has never watched my readings, then maybe watch some of my earlier ones, and maybe you're gonna find some messages there that resonate with you. So anyway, thank you for watching. This turned out a little bit longer than I wanted, but at least it's like nice and detailed, and I prefer to do nice and detailed readings. So again, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one if you feel like it. Bye.